Hello, guys. Yeah, so we finally made it to your podcast station, YouTube handle, and the rest of them. And my name is Bolanle Oluchi Babalola. I'll be anchoring this episode as much as I want to run away from it, but I'm in front of your camera. And on today's episode, what is today's date? Today is like 29th. Yeah. So where we have something that has been trending for a very long time. But before we go off, let me just breathe first. I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. So there's this uncomfortable trend that has been going on. I would like to call it a trend because this wasn't how I was brought up. It wasn't common when we were younger, when we were teenagers. So the issue of the decadence in our educational system is the problem, is the topic we're discussing today. We're starting our first episode looking at the reason why bullying has become a norm in our educational system. The reason why teenagers and youth of nowadays will see it as a thing of, what should I call it, trend to bully someone, fight someone, or harm a fellow human being like you. I'm always very emotional about things, so that's why I've invited some friends over, so I don't get overly sentimental on this issue. With me, of course, I have a lot of ladies around, but then I'm still going to start with the ladies, because it's ladies first. Beautiful looking, money making guru, Chinoye.
Hi everyone, my name is Chinoye. Nice to meet you.
It's good to see you had the nervousness. She's very nervous right now. Welcome. And then lovely the Miyoko. Let her introduce herself. I'll give you that.
Hi guys, my name is Chisom. I'm very happy to be here.
Chisom, thank you for joining us. So I don't want people to say that I brought only Igbo people. I said my name is Bolanle. Yes, there's an only change in the middle. Babalola. We're still one Nigeria. This equation is not balanced until we have a man in the middle of us. That's why we brought one. The number one Olori Ebi of Easy Group.
Hi guys, good afternoon. My name is Timlen Bello.
Wow, you come this gentle.
I'm a gentle.
Oh my God. I didn't say it. He said it. He said he's a gentle person. So guys, yes, but you're welcome to our show. So I'll start with Chinoye. Chinoye, what? When you were growing up, when you were in secondary school, so we had, there were some people that used to call those that are like the big boys and big girls in school, and then you had the timid ones, the quiet ones that always want to pass behind the table, behind the chair, back seat. They don't want to be seen. Mm-hmm. Which one were you?
I wasn't any. I was more of class clown. Yeah, I was more in your face. I mean, they used to say that I'm very disruptive, but I don't agree.
But did you experience any form of bullying while you were in school?
No. Actually, that's a lie from the teachers. I would say because the teachers wanted to. Maybe I was more of a dominant teen at that age. I was not very like you can't see me and say, oh, okay, you got to do this guy. No, because I ask you, why can't you do it, right? I had that kind of personality. So the teachers felt like, okay, they needed to humble me. So I would say the bullying came from above, from the teachers, not the students. Yeah, in my experience, but I know everyone's experience is different. So.
Yeah. So that's another angle to it. We actually do have teachers that also bully students in school. I will come back to the most recent case.
Mr. Bolaji, you're watching this?
Casted! Oh my God. Yeah, he has a bit of my name in it.
Oh.
Yeah. Boys are known to be very nice people. Please, I have to put that out there. But we're not all from the same. So sorry about that, my darling. The fact that you remember his name,
I can't forget.
It's serious matter.
Maybe like lines. 250 lines.
Hey, Jesus.
For walking in 1 minute. 1 minute late, by the way. Just 1 minute. But it's okay.
Wow. It made you a very big...
Oh, wow.
It's not big.
I won't record that. So what about you? Which were you? The active one, the big girl in school?
I think I was a bit more balanced.
Ah.
Yeah, okay. So I had the days where I was like everywhere, and the times where I was like just quiet, like in the background, not doing too much. So I had a balance of both. But yes, I experienced bullying in secondary school. And at some point, I had to eventually leave that school.
Wow.
Yeah, and then go to another one. And in that other one, it was pretty peaceful. Like just, so I went from a boarding school to a day school, and the day school was just perfect. It was okay.
How many years did you spend in the
So I
previous school
did
before leaving?
like 2 years plus. So like just one, just two, and then just three. My parents were like, okay, that's enough. And then they took me and took my brother out as well. I just moved us somewhere else.
Can you give me like an example of what one of the situations you experienced in school?
So I think
you don't have to mention names if you don't want
okay.
to, but
I think it's important to insert somewhere that I went to military schools.
aha.
Yeah, so it takes the conversation to another level.
Okay.
So in my first school was very intense. I rather not go into details, but it was very intense.
So Kaduna, Lagos, which one?
Port Harcourt.
Ah.
Nerve wracking. It was that intense. So it was like you see you and the Lord every day. I call him, Jesus, take control today.
Wow.
Let my life be safe.
As you get to like
Yeah,
this,
and then you have to be asking God to help you every day as you come out of your room in the morning. It was very intense. Very intense.
At least you were bold enough to tell your parents about it and they were able to do something.
I didn't tell them it was
Just so they not to leave the school.
it wasn't me that told them.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think there's something she's not saying, but then you know that she experienced her own. Now let's come to this gentleman here. Today you're gentle, so I'll take you like that. Timmy was the bully. There's nothing that he's going to tell me. Timmy, you were a bully in school. Please tell us your own experience.
I mean, it is what it is.
Oh wow! Please let me retract my statement. I was just messing with him.
But I was not entirely a bully at school. You get? I mean, I was stubborn, but not. I won't say I was a bully.
Yeah, you're just your typical Lagos boy.
You get?
Gra-gra.
Normally,
We're not like she was with the fear. Get
you
the gra-gra
understand
just to
now.
cover up.
You get? So that's just it. I didn't really bully anybody like that. If I think people I bullied, it was just like out of retaliation. So maybe their elder brothers bullied
Did something.
and I'm just passing it down to the district.
So that's a generational bully.
So yeah, that's why I think my elder brother bullied their elder brother. I mean, I'm bullying them. You understand? So it's just basically like that.
Wow.
And I mean, they don't have anybody to bully because I was the last one. So just
You broke the curse.
You broke it. Was this at secondary school?
secondary school.
Huh. But wasn't the military school either?
No, I went to a Baptist school actually.
Wow.
But my brother finished, I think before I entered, and it was a case in that school. So I didn't show them pepper, so they showed me pepper.
So you were waiting till SS1 before you start your own. Now SS1 you fit throw power around now.
I started throwing power just too. No time. No time.
When I said you were bullying, you said no.
No time. I mean, okay, for example, now the first day I resumed. So one senior, I went, his name is Peter, all fast to be senior like that. He came to me, he was just like, "You are senior Farouk's brother." I said yes, he just slapped me.
Oh,
You
wow.
get? So it was that bad. I was like, bro, I don't, what did I do to you? It was on the assembly ground, I was even changing it for him. But I don't care say he gets STD or anything. So yeah, I think he had a brother, so I slapped his brother. So, and I will tell the brother, when you get home, tell your brother that me, I beat you. If you come to this one, come and beat me. If you sure for him.
That's bold though.
So he gets.
But by then the brother don't graduate, sha.
Sure now, definitely. I was in JS1 when the brother was in SS3. So.
Oh, wow. You were chunkily like this.
Yeah, nah,
They're very small that time. You were
boy.
still bullying people.
It's necessary.
No.
If you don't bully, they will take your food. They will. A lot of things.
But wait, in all this, we had housemasters. We had hostel mistress or matron.
Yeah,
we had security. We had people that worked like senior staff.
They will just leave you people to. Because only when it is very, very intense, that's when they get involved. But normally, they will just free people to just. See, it was really bad. I mean, if housemaster is calling me, and one senior is calling me, I'm gonna miss that senior first before I meet housemaster. Because that senior of him wound me.
Okay, so that's what people do now. Your case was a bully. You were bullied by a senior authority. Let me use that word by a teacher. You, fortunately for you, pack your load and left.
I wish I was afraid now. I could have. How about now?
As for, I'm trying to remember my own. There's no bullying you. Nobody fits. Use that word. And I wasn't a bully. Let's just use the word. Some of us were in the middle, right?
Were you the bully?
I wasn't.
I mean, you bullied me.
Tell me,
on
I was
this
always
show.
smiling and laughing.
You bullied me on this show.
How?
You bullied me. You watch it now. Don't worry.
Please, in front of everybody, I took my words back. I apologize. But really, I don't think. No, I did not bully. I wasn't bullied. But it was primary school. I had this teacher, Mr. Oshodin. Wherever you are, the sky is still in my hand. A flog shaggy bazaar. Come on, my body. I still have the mark here somewhere. Just for coming late. I'm not going to lesson. I skipped lesson one day. I went to my friend's house.
I mean, what you
back.
did was
It was
extreme
bad.
now.
Let's
be honest.
Let me tell you the beating that they gave me. They brought me out assembly. Lay me on the table. Bits. Hey God. There are some things you won't forget.
Yeah.
See, some things that are in your brain like this, you cannot forget them forever. This guy is still there. But then again, thank you very much for teaching us the hard way. So that's why I keep wondering, like this generation, then if our parents don't teach us at home, when you get to school, they will teach you. The society worked together to bring up a child. But with what is going on in our educational system now, kids are even bold enough to bring it out to the public. Like they do it outside. They bully you outside without fear of anybody reproaching them. Lately, there's been, I think this month of May, there's been issue from the one in Abuja, Lead British, down to the one that happened here in Lagos. The girl that was bullying her friend, both of them were fighting, and then pushed her, and that one fell and hit her head, went into a coma. Fortunately for her, we thank God, she came out of it. And then the recent one, I'm trying to remember his name. They just found out that he was a prince from Warri State that died as Ajayi Crowder. Now, allegedly, they beat this boy from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning. Now, when I was in school, lights out was like 9, if I'm not mistaken. 9 or something like that. Yes, we had lights out in school. Secondary school. Lights out was like 9. We're in the hostel. There's outside hostel, there's school hostel, wherever you are. Expect you to be done. Now, this is even a university. I get it's a university. They have adults there, housemasters, gatekeepers, and the rest of them. Are you telling me that as of when this thing started, between 10 and 6, 7, 8, whatever, 10 a.m. the next day, nobody heard anything? None of the people put in charge of those particular kids heard what was going on, where they were flogging this boy. Nobody could hold anybody accountable and make them stop it.
So I feel like for university it's a bit different because the portals they don't go into their rooms from time to time to check them out. So it's possible for the one to hear anything actually.
No, I feel like for private universities, you can actually go.
And you can
Yeah, if you
go,
hear that
but
type of noise. Did you watch the video?
no, I didn't actually.
Aha. Okay.
I could not watch it.
Okay. So the story is that they claim he stole a phone, an iPhone. Now, another theory came out and claimed it was a prank. You know the way they do pranks nowadays, and everybody wants to get into it just for content or social media. So he decided to play a prank on his friend. And then the next thing said he stole a phone. Meanwhile, the best friend was among the people that hit a plank on his head. So-called best friend in the school. Yeah. Yes. That bad. And then everybody contributed to the beating. As if that was not enough. You people now shaved his hair to complete the beating. After the boy died, they now found out that he's a prince from Warri, the only child of his parents. At 21, was killed in a school that was supposed to be safe for him. A Christian university. Now the question is, there are calls in universities. Now the question is, was it really that he played a prank on someone, or he stole a phone, or they were trying to bam him and he went wrong?
Well, I don't think. Well, I'm not there, so I won't know. I don't think they will try to ban him in an hostel now.
You think?
I don't know now. They won't do that.
They'll give him some daredevil
They won't
Work
harm
to
him.
do.
Exactly. I'm not a cultist to please.
No, but how do you feel? Like,
So
listen to the
for
story
me,
and all those
there's
people around hailing him.
there's different factors in place. So there's one of the porters, the people that work in the hostels, not doing what they're supposed to do. But the one that bothers me the most is the actual students that were in and around that place as an individual. At 21, at 2019, your mind is not fully formed, but you're old enough to understand some basic things. And I just feel like jungle justice is very ingrained in our society. So if at all he did steal a phone, the very Nigerian sense of it is to enact jungle justice. But at some point, between 10 to 6, the voice in your head, and Nigerian is a largely religious society.
Yeah.
The things your parents have told you at home, the things you've learned, and you are in a Christian university. I went to a Christian university, so I know for a fact that you have to attend church while you're in school.
Definitely.
So at no point did any of these, students say, maybe we're doing too much. Maybe we should just report him. Maybe the one we've done is enough. It's very crazy to me how they just kept on going. And aside the boys in that room, hostels are interconnected. The other people in the other rooms, nobody said what's happening there
Thank you.
for that long period of time. Nobody says, oh, should we check what's happening? What's that sound? How long has this noise been going on for? It was so extreme. And, as topsy-turvy as Nigeria can be, I really hope that they get justice. I already saw a video where some members of the society were saying if they don't get justice from the police, they'll enact their own justice. And these are things that happen when people don't use their head to think. It's very disturbing to say the least. Very disturbing.
Chino, you wanted to say something?
I mean, Chisom pretty much rounded up everything I had to say. I would just say that I think it's a reflection of our society for real, because how even on the road you can see people getting into accidents or like fighting, and everyone is just going on about their life as in like
nothing is happening.
Yeah, it's none of my business. I think that's just a reflection of how Nigeria is today.
So yesterday was Children's Day, right? And this thing has been going on for a very long time. So this guy's one recently happened like 3 or 4 days back. Tony Abraham, if you know Tony Abraham, posted something, and the video, she was like, you would know if you watch the picture, if you looked at the picture closely, it was a picture, then there was this long write-up episode that she put that she's not happy. It's Children's Day. Everybody's supposed to be excited, but she's sad. The question is, when did we get to this level? There's no compassion anymore. There's no empathy. There's no care. Nobody cares about anything. Everybody's just going around with greed. Let me use that word. People are concerned about what I stand to gain in everything. So if I'm not gaining anything in what I'm doing, it's none of my business. If it's not my daughter, if it's not my son, it's none of my business. Who does that? And then at the end of the day, I say, it reflects on the parents as well, because you can't run away from it. What sort of child, what sort of training, what sort of moral lesson are you giving your kid at home that will give the person the guts to go and hit someone else's child in school? It's okay to say don't bully. You can't bully me. But then again, I won't defend myself by hitting you or beating you to death. What exactly is going on?
I'm even trying to look for the video. To be honest. Because
check. I think we have some of them. If you check his Insta blog, Tune Ednot's page, and Gist Lover, it's there. So this afternoon, talking about it, when I wasn't going online, Gist Lover had already gotten the names of the boys. Allegedly, there were 7. So there were 7. Yeah. If you watch that,
people beat up just
7
one person.
flogging him, beating him, hitting him.
Sorry, the video was before he died or after he died?
While they were doing it, they were recording it.
And he said
while
his
they
best
were
friend
doing
was
it,
part of it.
yes, his best friend was the one that hit him with the plank on the head.
Wow.
You need to watch that video. So now the question is, they don't get conscience. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it in English. They don't get conscience. No, but seriously, no empathy. No, they worry you now. What exactly is going on? You know, they said, sorry, I'm a Christian. I need to be bringing Jesus into everything. I cannot help it. There's this part in the Bible that says that It is easier to go through for what to go through a needle's eye than for an adult or a rich man. He said you have the heart of a baby. Let your heart be like that of kids. That is the only way you can enter into the kingdom of God. But then we have children nowadays murdering each other, bullying each other to death. What exactly is going on? Yeah, you cannot talk. No, I think my suggestions. I have a couple of them, but we're here together. So I want to ask, what do you think is the way forward to better the society and stop this from happening? You will not live in Canada forever. You will still come to Nigeria. You will come and go. So if it's happening in Nigeria, it can happen there too.
Honestly, I wouldn't even say the parents are not even trying, to be honest, because I feel like these children, they are just mad. I mean, that's the word.
I think it's drugs.
I think
might
it's a
be-
mixture of that, but also
Or maybe what they
Social
the
media,
information we
what
have
they see on
here,
social
like,
media.
or maybe
Yeah.
social media.
it's
I mean,
a
but
lot of information and things are not censored. Children have access to so much. Like you
Like
can
too
raise
much.
your child
And they
best
don't want
of
to
you,
be
and they
raised.
go.
That's true.
I've seen. Please, I'm away. It's not up to the.
So you telling me
parents
that
all the time, like,
someone can actually be behaving a different way at home?
yes,
Yeah,
most
ah,
definitely,
if it's
most
that one,
definitely, yes,
we said they drum that time.
most definitely,
So
yes.
that one is definitely. But I mean, to the extent of killing somebody.
Well, how long? Your heart
The
needs to be
Abuja
dark.
one, I saw it.
Your
I
heart
mean,
needs to be dark to
she
do
was
that thing.
slapping the girl.
Like I feel like life is
Omo,
not just black
that
and
girl's
white.
patience. If I meet that girl when I go to Abuja, I will literally get her a gift or something.
I was just like,
her
why?
patience. She sat down. They were giving her back to back, DDT, everything. She just sat like this.
To be honest, I feel like
And
these
you
are
dey
guys
give me,
that
I go allow you give me second one. You know, go try him again.
Yeah.
You
there's
know, go
more to
try
it.
him
You can't
again.
say because it's stole a phone or something. There's
It
more
really
to
doesn't
it.
make so much sense.
Because when I was in school,
How much is a phone?
people used to see, they used to steal in the hostel now. We'll catch them, we'll collect our this thing.
I feel
Go
like
your
you're
way
giving
now.
But
human
you're
beings too
supposed to
much
even
credit.
take them to the
To me,
authorities.
I feel
That
like
is
you're
cool.
giving human beings too much credit because people do crazy things for no reason at all. Like I'm telling you, no reason at all. You
I
open the head
know.
of these people and you see nothing.
I
Like they just did
understand. I
what they did.
understand.
So it's not a case
But
of something else happened. It could have just been maybe jealousy, envy. They just, I don't know, wanted to act out. Some people might have been on drugs. It's really.
might even be girl for anything.
It could have even been
I
babes.
mean,
Yes, true.
I'm serious. It might be. It might. To be
You
honest,
must bring a girl into this matter. It must be a woman. Why must the woman be measured at the end of the day? To like, it's not the girl.
oh sorry. Okay, it's not. But it might be a lady actually. We don't know.
God.
Maybe they are. You get.
Anyway, the way forward, we cannot keep pushing blames, pushing blames. Hey, we're Africans. No matter how we think we've been exposed to the world enough, at the end of the day, it's a communal thing to bring up a child. I feel like the responsibility does not just boil down to the parents alone. For me to put my child under your care, for me to bring my child to your institution, you are responsible for that child till the child comes back home to me. Or you disagree with that?
I won't say I disagree. I just think it's kind of far-fetched for us to now start saying, oh, it's a communal, communal thing to raise children in this. Do you know that people are even struggling to get out of bed? Like, things are very, very hard. So to put that kind of pressure on everyone now, I feel like, it's a bit much. You can't say, okay, my neighbor is the second mom to my child or whatnot. Do you know what that neighbor
No,
is
it's not
going
safe.
through?
Yeah. I get you. It's not safe anymore. But we're talking about.
So let
taking
me
them to
let
school.
me let me chip in something here.
Yeah.
So I think I don't have a child, but I like to imagine that when I have a child, I will be be careful. I'll be very intentional with the foundation.
Yes.
So the foundation is very important. What you build a house on is what holds the house.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So the foundation as a parent,
She's intelligent.
as a parent, how you start with your children is very important. And not just how you start, how you follow up. Because you find that people absorb things, like Chinese said, like there's so much out there that's inherently very negative. So people are absorbing things as they go about in daily life. So how you start the foundation matters. Your child should be able to know that when I hear this, if I sift it, wait, does it make sense? I drop the
Sift
negatives
it out.
and I, just move on what's positive in life. And as I'm moving along as an adult, what are the things that I'm listening to? What are the things that I'm reading? What do they make sense?
What sort of impact are they having in my
on
life?
myself? Because in this whole situation, there's wickedness, there's foolishness, there's lack of common sense in all of these things. So as your children are going in life, have you taught them, and just impacted enough for them able to think on their own in the society and say, okay, this doesn't make sense, this great, let me hold on to that. And I do understand what you mean by raising children as a community. For example, you find now that these schools, when something happens with a child and you say, what happened? No news. They don't say anything.
I was coming there.
They
the school just went
they just lock up, they just shut it off. And I find that to be a very silly, money-driven thing.
It is.
Because they don't want to sort of, impact negatively on their name. So they just like, okay, nothing happened. Just keep quiet.
They don't care.
So it goes from, the parent, the foundation, you, the child as an individual, as an entity, what they want to do, to the people that they've been put in their care, the schools, the teachers, the matrons, the porters.
And then
they also have a responsibility as long as the child is there. That's another thing. If you are a parent whose child is a bully, I'm sure at some point you've known.
Yeah.
Somebody has reported, the school has. In fact, you even see the child in your home. They might exhibit such behaviors. What are you doing as parent? Are you saying, you grow out of it, so foolish boy? So, what are you doing as the parent of the bully? You also do have a responsibility, because the children you put in society, you will eventually one day go to be with the Lord.
My one is, what are you even looking at?
When I spoil like that,
what are you doing? That's why I mentioned foundation. That's why I address foundation. So everybody at different points in time has their own part to play. If I take my child to your school, I don't want to hear stories. I don't want to hear any stories. And also, as a parent, if you've gotten to that point where your child says, this school, they bully, I use God and all the angels. I don't know how many angels we have. Take your child to that school.
Yeah.
Enjoy your child. Change their school. There's nothing that the school is doing for you. It's not owned by you. If your child does complain that, this, take your child out of that place. Find another school for your child. It doesn't matter if they miss the rest of the term. They'll come up later in life. Don't allow your child go over and say, just take them out of that place first of all. If you're telling the school and they're not, well, they should enjoy. Take your child out.
This thing you said just reminded me of the other boy. I can't remember his name or something. The one that at Dowen University as well. At Dowen School. The parents of the other kids in the school are also to blame for things. Because at the end of the day, if you lose a child for the first time in one school, it happens the second time, it happens the third time. And you guys are still taking your kids to that school.
It's on my way to work. I see that school there's so many cars every day, and I'm like, make it make sense.
Every day.
I will never.
They had to release a statement when people started protesting in front of the school. They didn't say anything until parents started protesting with the family of the boy. That's when they now released the statement. Now, Ajayi Crowder has not said anything. Allegedly, they said they have taken the 7 boys to the authorities. They are with police. They've arrested them. Yesterday, somebody claimed one of them is about to travel out. Wow. He has gotten his visa, is running out of the country. Now, where are the 7 boys? He's not seen the pictures. Videos of the boy that died has circulated. People that killed him. Start holding them accountable. Start holding them responsible. The school is still running as we speak.
So
they didn't close that whole day.
A university, is it a church?
It's a private university. The school did not even close that whole day.
And speaking of holding schools accountable, I'm not really sure what school that was, but the school where the 2-year-old was raped, that school had a son to defend that teacher.
Was it in Abuja or something?
I don't remember where that was.
There's one in Lagos as well.
There's one in Lagos. The one in Abuja, I think she was 14.
Yeah.
The one in Lagos was 2. They hired a senior advocate of Nigeria to defend that teacher because, like I said, they are money driven and nobody's holding. I would expect that the parents of every child in that school take their children out.
That's the first step.
You don't understand. It's not a joke.
How often do we have to tell you guys this is not how? I don't know. I think there's something wrong. I really feel like there's something wrong. As a Christian, maybe we should just say that it's end time that's causing it. Do you understand? People don't have conscience again. People are not bothered. You will see blood like this, you will pass like it's water. Things don't bother you anymore. Go a bit of conscience. It's not all about you at the end of the day.
They actually
God created us in love. So maybe you should go back to creation and try to understand what love is. So you begin to feel empathy and compassion towards people. You begin to take care of your neighbor as your brother, as your friend. Even though we all claim it's not safe, safety can start from you and I. Build a bit of close, safe environment around your neighborhood. Let the trust start growing again, please. If something happens around your neighborhood, come out and fight. You cannot be a parent and somebody else beside you is also a parent lost a child and you are not speaking up on their behalf. You're still taking your children or your child or whatever to the same school. What are the schools even doing nowadays? It's a business they are running. The structure is broken. The Minister of Education has not even said anything. As of now, what's the Minister of Education doing? He has not said anything about it, and it's becoming rampant. Like every week there's something from the school. Every week there was one. I think after this boys one came out, they brought one again from one private university in Abuja. The parents did not want to say anything all this while. They had to grant a press conference immediately. The school just called the parent. The father said they received a call. They told him that his son just died while working out at the gym. He should come and pick up the body of his son. And then when they saw the boy, it showed that there was blunt trauma on his head. There were scars in one or two places and everything. And then you said he was working with the machine that you use for the one you pull forward. Yeah. But there's no iron at the back that should hit my son that way. It shows that thing was done repeatedly, that there's something the school is hiding. So what's happening? The business people are running, not an educational.
So let me say something about hiding something. See, when I was in secondary school, if a senior bullies you, you can't tell a teacher.
I understand.
The fear in you will never make you tell a teacher.
Will you tell your parents?
How?
I know, I used to tell you.
You can't, because so the thing is,
the relationship you had with.
So the thing is, so when you tell a teacher, they will beat that senior.
Yeah, I can't tell you.
And when they beat that senior,
forever, and that's it for you in the
when senior comes back,
you will hear up.
I'm problem. So we tend to manage the whole, and it is bad. Honestly, it is very bad. Thank God they did not have to kill us that time.
No, it wasn't this bad.
Yeah, it is bad. But it was like that, to be honest. Because I've had series of I can't tell him. I can't see. It's really bad, honestly. People who went to secondary school together.
How are we going to say it now to me? Like, should we say it? You speak Igbo, Abby? Should I speak what? Igbo to English. Forget out. We speak okay, Igbo, English, Yoruba, or Pidgin or Hausa. Which one is your own? You speak Yoruba.
Yoruba.
Okay, so me I speak Hausa and Pidgin. So let's start. Beg them the best way you can. Parents and our leaders to do something. The advice, what you want them to do.
This is very, in relation to what you said, I would tell parents, raise your children to be snitches. Not to the entire society, but to you. Yeah. Raise your children to snitch to you. If anything ever happens to your child, create an atmosphere where your child can come and tell you, this. It's very, we're raised in a very fearful society. Children need to be able to tell their parents what's going on with them. If they are able to do that, that would literally, I think that would create some impact. At least it's now in your power as a parent to decide what needs to be done from here and what you will do with your child. Life is one. If it goes, can't be cutting back. We need to be very intentional with what we're doing. Raise your children to snitch to you. Raise your children to be compassionate to other people in society. Raise your children to be kind, to be smart, and just be the best that they can be. Because when you're not there, what are your children doing?
Yeah. Facts. One line in Igbo. Chama.
I'm thinking. Um, I don't know what's the Igbo word for government? The government, because of time, help us, please.
Minister of Education too.
Help.
What's on?
No, she has said everything.
Like I say something.
Chisom has said everything. Please, parents, be kind to your kids as well, because some of them are learning these things from your treatment towards them. Be kind to your house helps, your domestic staff in general. Just they're watching you. Children are more aware than you can ever imagine, trust me. So yes, that's what I would say. I would say, as she said, listen to your kids. Please listen. If they complain, they're complaining for a reason. So open your hearts, love your kids, love on them, show them affection. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
And on my end, should I go first or you want to go first?
No, go
To be
first.
like, to be like,
So basically, I just want to beg parents. Let's be more attentive to our kids. When they complain about something, let's take it serious. Don't let us say, I beg. Because while I was growing up, if I tell my mom, this so teacher beat me in school, it's okay. Oh, Shani. That's what she say. I mean, honestly, it's very, very wrong. It's very, very wrong. Don't let us imbibe that kind of culture. All those olden days style of. I mean, we're in a modern world now. There is social media. These people are exposed to a lot of. There's nothing you cannot get on social media right now. So please let's just try and take them more serious this time around. And I pray that God helps us.
amen. Then you version. We're trying to help our country.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, Ọlọ́run fi bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká mú ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn wa ní òkúnkúndùn torí pé ó ṣe pàtàkì. Ìlera àti àlàáfíà wọn ó ṣe pàtàkì gidigidi gan.
Okay, now you've heard it in different language. There's little we can say about this topic. If we continue talking about it, we might not leave here today. So we're going to wrap this up with this. Jama'a mai gida duk sarki garin Nigeria dan Allah dan Annabi muna taimake ku. Ku yi hankuri da yaranku. Ku sa idonku a abin da suna yi a gida. Gidan makaranta kuma ku je makarantarsu. Ku je ku tambaya a hannun sun da suna je makarantar da su. Wai yaya, yaro na yaya, me yana yi muku? Dan Allah dan Annabi. Ku sa idonku a gidanku da yaranku. I am begging you people, as my worry people they talk, we not they train pikin finish. We they join hands together to bring up pikin. I still believe say society na will help us train children for Africa. So we just won't use this one, beg on say I beg. If we see waiting not good for the country, maybe we join hands together, change them. Because president nothing come up from where they come down, can't change your own rural area for you. Come bring up your children for you. Now you where you day house, now you will take care of your pikin. So please, if the educational system is not working, scrap it. If we keep having too much issues in our schools and universities, identify the wrong ones and shut it down. It's time to do something and speak up. That's all I have to say. From here, thank you for joining us on this pilot edition. We'll be coming your way more often. Get ready for all the gist, all the details, all the noise. And until next time, I'm out. I'm Bolanle Oluchi Babalola.